save this file name while saving the data of the user also. So that field name should be in that table now or not.
Yes, sir.
So localhost PHP my admin no file connection. What is this strange thing happening here? All good, then why? What is the problem? Mm, ignore this error, guys. Something is. So you see, this was my table now, and these are my data.
Yes, sir.
So I have to add new field now. Here, oh God, what is happening? So I should add two fields. One is, suppose that after email I'm adding two fields, right? First is ID pic or ID photo. File name are as string, so I can store as a varchar 255 file name. I know that more than this will be, right? And profile photo, right guys?
Yes.
Okay, great. So okay, varchar then length we have to provide now. So now if you see, two fields are added now, ID photo and profile. I can do this through PHP MyAdmin, and also I can do this through what are the command to change add any field in table. Anybody?
An alter table.
Yeah, alter table. You can add new fields by alter table, right? So you
Yes,
should
sir.
go and read if you want to do that manually. But I did through where? PHP
PHP
MyAdmin.
admin.
Yes. So now come to our code. I need to save this file name. right? So here this is the file name I am appending now. I have to take this as a variable now. ID file equal to, this is the value of the file name, and I should, instead of that, I should append this, right? So that this will be available to enter into database na, this one.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Similarly, for the this is the profile file, sorry, profile file, right? And this is, what of the variable name you can take? ID file. What will be that? This one.
Yes, sir.
And I'll take out this and append now this, because so that my code will keep working now. Be- what is wrong, guys? Oh, multiple time it's appended, right? Because I need this. Why I need this? So that this will be used here na, for the destination. For the destination I need the complete path na, with the file name, right? I need this complete path with the file name for the upload, and I have taken out this so that I can save this file name separately into the where?
Database.
Database. Yes. So I have ID file and profile file. So while I am now, if I am creating also it's uploaded, and so I have to send this file name also. So there can be different approach also. Should I send the file name, ID file name, and another is the just plain name, right? So where I was accepting file name, I've received here na, file name. So here once file is uploaded, what should I do?
To save the name in the database, $file name.
But how will save? How will know the ID of that user? Guys, so one approach is, I'm going to give you the simpler one. I'm doing all this after uploading the file, right? Or if I have this result set that I got the success after uploading the file, I should have ID also, or ID should be returned when I saved the any record in the where? Database, right? So while I was saving here, I was returning either success or error, right? So instead of closing the connection, or I can return the ID, what was the last insert ID. This can be done. Once the insertion was done successfully, I can return the last insert ID. So how will get the last insert ID? Uh, if you see PHP MySQL I and go to the this manual, if you see last there should be insert ID. You see here is you have run this query na here insert query, you already executed this one. You've inserted this insert query na, inserted into the table, right?
Yes, sir.
Now I want to know the last insert ID. How I know? You have to just call this. What you have to call? MySQL insert ID, right? So
Yes, sir.
here if you can call MySQL insert ID, so but in our case this is the connection, because their connection is MySQL my connection is con, right? Return, right? So what this will return after insertion?
Last inserted ID.
Last inserted ID. So here instead of success, if result means some number return na, some ID will return. So if you could print here result and then die, let us see what we are getting. j@gmail.com. I think these are not mandatory. So field ID photo doesn't have a default value. I will line 20. Okay, it was asking some default value. So I think while created this table now, what was that? Null we are saying null no, and default we are not giving, that is the problem. So what we should allow? What we should allow?
Null value.
We should allow null value. Null allowed, right? If you are not allowing null and trying to do not send anything, that will throw error. So now let us try again this one. What we return? If you see, next page, ignore all. Sorry guys, this was the value, na? So
Yes, sir.
I am able to get this ID, last insert ID.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now I can use this ID here. Where? Where I can use the ID?
In the method name.
File and result. Or instead of result, I can write here guest ID. Guest ID I'm getting, na? Right, guys? So once I have this guest ID, now we are sure no where I can, for which I have to save these files. Once the file is uploaded, now I know. Then what is the SQL command? I have to run a SQL command here to update the DB once the file is successfully uploaded. What should I write here? Guys, anyone, please tell me fast. Update. What? Update.
The table name. Table name.
Table name,
Yeah. What is the table name?
my guest.
My guests.
I guess.
My guests. Set. What we are setting? ID photo, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But here I know this is source, destination, file name. Which one I have to set? So I should know the what type of field, because I'm calling after upload. So do you think should I write here or I should not write here? Guys, is it appropriate? Because now again I have to pass the type also. What the field I'm going to, because this will receive one file at a time now while upload.
Yes, sir.
So one thing is that we can do here, but little adjustment we need to do. Suppose here I'm passing table, right? Or sorry, field. The field means while I was uploading from here, for which field this will be saved? This was ID, so my field is ID photo, ID photo, and this was for what? Which field? Profile photo. Now I know that which field I have to upload. So do you think a mixing here is correct, a right way running the queries and running the uploading the files is the correct, or we should separate this one? Separate. I think this is the right. It's going to be little complex, right? So good. Whoever suggested good. I think it's going to be complex. So I'll not do this one here. And once uploaded, let this function only upload the file, right? Let this do one task only. Here I just want, after my files are uploaded, I can create a, what should I do? Create a new method. Upload file, save file name, right? So what will I'll be name? What I'll be needed? What will be needed, guys? Fast. What will be needed?
ID and field.
ID, field and value, right?
Yes.
$ID, $field and $value. Then once I will have these values, what I will need to do? SQL equal to update my guests set what? Dollar field, right? Equal to what? Dollar value na. Right, guys? Because field is also coming dynamic or value is also coming dynamic, right? Where
Yes.
ID equal to what? $ID. Is my query is correct or any modification needed? Or just we can instead of doing this just we can pass something like this: ID file and profile file. You can also do like this, and making it, what was the first field? ID photo, and what was the another name? Profile photo. This will also work. I'm passing ID and both the values of profile and ID file and profile file, and I can update these two fields with these two values where id equal to id. Correct? Correct, guys? Anybody, any confusion? Or lots of confusion? If I'll have file name, this file name and this file name, and if I know the ID of that user, so I can update now these two fields with these two value. And if ID is this, guys, where are you?
So we can.
Yes, sir. So,
Okay. Now I have done with the query part. Now what I have to do from here? What I have
Call
to
that method.
call that method. So this is the method, and what I should pass here from here? Guest ID. What else? ID file. And what is the other value? This one. Makes sense? Makes sense or not? What is confused you guys? It's simple. I have uploaded this file. This is done. I have the ID. I have the both the file name. So I can pass the ID and both the file name, and through my method, in one shot this will update now.
Yes, sir. But then, sir, in the database we are just storing the ID and not the file.
File name you are saving na. Set ID photo equal to this value, and profile photo equal to this value na. Which one this value? This value, this file name.
And sir, with that file name, we have our different files in our server, so we can access after that with that file name.
You should only save. Suppose that in the future folder can be changed, right?
Yes, sir.
So when you have to access, just append the folder, but you have the file name na.
Yes, sir, we have.
So let us see. I hope I have not put a die somewhere. Either it will not work. So let us go again, and let me clear that folder also. Saved. Now see the DB. Have you something? File is in my DB na.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
how we can use this file. Can we display the picture of the profile here? Small picture. Now my files are here. How I can use this file? I've just uploaded, but how I can use? Anybody can tell me how we can use this? This was a list now, and while we are getting the list, we are doing select asterisk. Select asterisk means what means? We are getting all column.
All,
Yes.
all from that data.
Yeah, we're getting, guys, for optimization you should right now I have used the asterisk, but when you have worked with the actual projects, there will be not only 3 fields, 4 fields, 5 fields. Maybe there are 100 fields, there are 150 fields. So do you think using strict star is the right way, or we should what approach we should follow? A table can have 50 columns now, 15 fields, or 50 or 100 fields.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
But
Yes, sir.
everywhere it's not required that all those 50 columns values or 100 column values are required. It's not something like that. So instead of writing star, what will follow the approach? Write the column name. Right? What we should do? Write the
Write the column name.
Column name.
Yeah, write the column name when you do the actual development and you're doing something like this, right? So right now I have just 4-5 fields, so that's why star is not an issue. But if you work with bigger projects, there are suppose lakhs of records and there are 100 columns, right? There are lakhs of records and 100 columns. Then I just need 10 columns. Should I fetch the 100 columns with the 1 lakh records or thousands of records? If I have 100 columns and records are 1000, should I get all the 100 columns if I only require 10 columns?
No, sir.
No, because you are fetching all the information, means what you are bad thing doing? Temporarily you are occupying the memory, right? Also it will take time to deliver data from the server to your browser. It will take time to process. So what will happen? That query will slow down your application. Got my point, guys?
Yes, sir.
So always remember, always avoid to write a star. Right now we have just 4 fields. That is not going to doing much difference if I just write 2 column, 3 column or 4 column. And also I am displaying all the fields here, so I can use, right? Although I can start this approach. ID I am fetching. What are the other columns? ID, first name, last name, and now I have 2 other columns. What are those? ID, photo, right? And other one,
Profile.
Profile photo.
profile photo, right? So I only need this value now, because a registration date I am not displaying, so I will not fetch. Right, guys? Now I am fetching these values. So it means while listing, where is the list guest? This is the file. And first I am displaying the ID, And after that, suppose that I want to display that image, what should I do? What should I do? You know, one is the img tag.
Yes, sir.
This was also
Yes,
this was also in your test, right?
Yes, sir.
img src. If you provide the source URL of that file, and so in that, what folder that was in your project, what was the folder? Guest files.
Yes, sir.
So I'll write here what? Guest files. Then what will I will write? I am displaying only profile photo. What side? Which one I should use?
profile.
Profile photo.
Profile photo. So here I'll write profile photo, then slash, then what I need? What I need, guys? I'm also getting that file name, na? Or not getting?
Yes, sir, we are getting.
We are getting. So can we do something like this? File name. Can you do something like this? So now source is ready, na? Clear? Now let us see. $28. What is the error is this? Undefined. Okay. What is the error? Email. Have I used email or not here? I missed the email, right?
Yes, sir.
So my image start to come, but it's broken. Here I have to put on header also, na? Something like photo. So if I see my source code, what is happening? Guys, what is the problem? No value. Why? Because I have not changed the what?
First name to profile.
Yeah,
photo.
I have to put here profile photo, na?
Yes, sir.
Still some problem. Now I am here, I'm getting this path, but the file name is not coming. Why it's not coming? Any reason? Because all have not picture now. So what I should do? can put a condition here, na? I think if I have put some condition while I was fetching, what was the condition? Only how many records I was fetching? 10, right? So if I refresh this page, 59 I'm getting, page source, why? Here it's coming, you see? But what is the problem? This URL guest app, guest files or file photo, URL is okay or something is wrong. Guest GUST guest GUST guest files profile photo. Profile photo. Guest app, guest files. Suppose that if I'm looking this path and copy relative path and if I post, it's coming. Then there is some spelling error. Spelling error, where the spelling error? List still that file is not coming. And if I append this one, guest app, seems it's looking for complete path. This is not working. Now let me show only those records who have pictures. If dollar row profile photo not equal to blank, right? So only this profile is photo na, and if I see the source code, if I click this picture is not there. So I think, have I deleted this? Guys, should we try again this one? Because if file is not there, that's why it's not displaying. And I have this file and this file. I have 259. If I see the source code, it is 259. Localhost, guest app, guest files, profile photo. What's wrong? Copy relative path. Guest files slash profile photo jpg. So if I hard coded display this, let remove for time being. This is coming, right? This is coming.
Yes, sir.
And only thing I want is making this what? Making this as a variable. Okay, this is the first name. So here I have to close this, then start here.
The $$ is used.
Oh my goodness, probably that is the reason. What is that? Profile photo. Profile photo. It means this value is coming view page source. If I click this, also this is not working. Page not found. And but if this is hard coded, if I change the file name, think that hyphen is creating issue. Underscore. What? But I have to change the file name also here also now. You see what is happening? The problem was the file when I created, what is appending? Both. What is happening?
Both are appended because of the same name.
ID. Here appended ID, but in the DB, what is there?
Person.
So got the problem. Where we did the mistake? Where we did the mistake? Guys, where we did the mistake? Anybody? Could anybody help me to understand this? This was ID. This was ID file. And this was profile file. When I went to when I was saving file name, here is ID file, here is profile file. Saving is correct, but when I was creating this file, mistakenly I took this one. You see? What I should take? This one, na?
Yes, profile file. Yes, sir.
So this was the problem. This was the problem. So actually such thing happens when you start to create. If once you miss one thing, mistakenly I used this one. I had to use this one. By fixable it's working, right? But when it's I'm calling through the DB, it's not working because that file is not there, right? So if I go to the code and delete this again, no need to delete because new value will be saved. It's not doesn't matter to delete. And do this again. js@gmail.com person ID submit, right? So right now, if you see the both file name, this is ID and this is person, right?
Yes, sir.
And where we are displaying list, we have to now make it dynamic, na? How will we make it dynamic?
$row.
First I have to close this, then dot, then start, and copy this, and here what we need to write? Profile photo.
Photo.
And anything missing? Yeah, I need to have this one. Oh, still profile photo. Guys, what is happening now? What is the problem now? Oh, do not need this now. Coming, and I can also do something. Height equal to 100 pixel. Looks good.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So whenever do this program now, anyone will do the program. If anything is skipped, any variable is skipped, something like yesterday we are doing. Yesterday, I think day before we are doing writing code, everything going on good. What I just missed here, only by mistake I used this as a variable for profile photo also, right? And that was the blunder, right?
Yes, sir.
So I think now we are good, right? All right, guys.
Yes, sir.